Oh, don't care.
And she would not care. She's like, oh, you use my shit. 5 billion. You use my shit? Oh, five. That would be 5 billion.
For what?
Because you use my shit.
Okay, your shit ain't worth that much. A little bit.
5 billion. You call her a little bitch?
You ain't worth 5
You ain't even all that.
Right.
To be honest, I mean,
you just learned how to sing. But should we go back to them old school days?
Should we go back to the days when your daddy was your manager? But we don't want to go back to those days.
I love you, Houston.
We don't want to go back to the days where you couldn't pronounce music in your songs, Julie.
But she could sing in Spanish.
Come on la flor.
That's the wrong person.
Oh, that's the.
Did you listen to still the wrong person.
What?
Did you listen to The Dark Side of Selena?
I started to, but I've already listened to so many Selena podcasts. When I started listening to it, I had already known all of the stuff. It was actually
pretty good.
I know. Well, I had. There was another podcast that did the Dark Side of Hollywood. Mm-hmm. I know. No, there was another one that did the murder of her. And I had already seen that one, I had already heard that one, and then plus I had heard another one, so I've already heard like 2 or 3 about Selena. So her manager was crazy.
Yeah, when they talk about she, a nurse, came and said, I'm gonna head this whole fan club, only charge them $22 a month. I'm gonna be the president of it. I'm gonna send them tickets and merch and everything.
They should have known that
they should have known because she, a nurse, came up to them and said this.
Well, let's get started with the show, guys. Hey, you're back to another episode of Kicking It with
Kris and
Karlos. We are black,
gay,
married, and funny as fuck. So this show's gonna get kind of racist today. So,
ooh, what are we talking about?
I don't know, but be prepared. Let's get it. Let's go. How are you doing today, babes?
It's been a week.
That's it?
Yeah, it's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday. We don't really know when these episodes be coming out, but today it's Tuesday.
Today is Tuesday that we're recording this. No.
Hey, I have a quick announcement though. You guys know that you can watch us on YouTube. So even our old Kicking It with Kris and Karlos is. Now, I don't let you know what episode it is, what the name of it is. It's just called Kicking It with Kris and Karlos on YouTube. But definitely check it out. Don't expect no editing.
No.
It's very raw, but I think people are liking it. And someone asked me today, I got a DM, because, I'm always asking you guys to go leave a 5-star review on iTunes, Apple iTunes. And they tried to let me know, they're like, oh, I have an Android, I can't leave you a review. I'm going to stop you there. Skirt. Yes, you can. You can leave a review if you go and download iTunes on your computer.
That's true.
It's free. Yeah. You don't gotta have an iPhone to download iTunes.
And search us podcast
on podcast and leave a review. But if you don't want to do that much, you can also go on YouTube.
So how do you listen to music on your computer if you don't use iTunes?
I don't know.
Are there other music?
Yeah,
platforms? Windows Media Player.
I think they still got that. I haven't used a Windows device in almost 8 years. So
okay, Karlos. And the fact of the matter is, you're not lying.
So I don't know. I don't know what they do, but you can do that. Or if you want to, you can go on YouTube and just like and comment on the videos. You can do that. And make sure you follow us and subscribe to us on SoundCloud and iHeartRadio.
And Spotify.
But other than that, bitch, get an iPhone. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how to help you. So, yeah, that was my little note. So how was work been this week?
I have continued my ignoring of the front because I realized there's a ton of gossip up there, and I do not want to get involved in that backfire. Ooh. So, it's been good for myself.
Because you know what? Ain't nobody got time, and that's the last thing, because people know, like, everybody be trying to get all aggressive during the holidays, and taking off time, requesting time and shit. We don't, because we ain't got no family to visit. So the holidays, like, literally, I don't like the holidays. I get very upset when shit is closed. Like my normal shit.
Yeah, I'd be really pissed off.
I'd be very upset when I can't go to my normal shit on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve because they closed early because someone wants to hang out with their family.
Fuck your family. I still need my wine. How the fuck am I supposed to get through Christmas with no damn wine?
Fuck your family. That's why I like stores like Walmart.
Right.
They say, fuck your family. You're working.
You know what? Amazon delivers. Order some wine, have the bitch delivered.
But you know what? Amazon delivery, hey everybody, the angry black girl with her PhD. Amazon, a lot of people who do like Amazon deliveries, they contract out now. So a lot of those people probably don't mind working on Christmas.
Because they're Muslim.
Ooh.
Ooh, wow.
And
too much.
So moving on.
Have you even started the show yet?
We got your current update. I think you said your job is going good.
Yeah,
everything's great. My update is let's see here. I did some consulting, some modeling and acting consulting with a comedian here in Seattle. Mm-hmm. She told me I need to be a life coach or a consulting coach.
I'll go with consulting. Anybody got time to be a life coach?
But here's the thing though, when you do consulting, you kind of are a life coach because to like get like it's like almost hand in hand because you have to consult them and be like today I gave her all the knowledge that I knew and then I told her what she was doing great on. Mm-hmm. I told her what she could work on. Mm-hmm. I told her like fuck everyone else. But I'm also that person that's not going to like sugarcoat shit. Like this is what you're great at. This is what you're not great at.
You better be careful up here. The people they say.
Oh no, she loved it. Like one thing that she said. I guess I can name her name is the Lady Clown. You can follow her on Instagram. I'll give you a little shout out, Chelsea, because I love you. One thing I told Chelsea is that she was saying how I was like, what do you consider yourself? She's like, I'm a comedian. I do comedy. And I was like, see, you right there when you say you're a comedian, you are limiting yourself to only do comedy. I've seen you host. You've hosted for me. I've seen you model. I've seen you act. I've seen you do all. So I was like, so you're an entertainer who does stand-up comedy, but when you just say you are a comedian, if you have an agent, they're only gonna book you for a comedy role. They're only gonna book you for comedy roles. And she was trying to get it. Yeah. She was trying to because you said you're a comedian, so she was trying to she's get knowledge on agencies and stuff. And I think she's coming with me tomorrow. I didn't ask my agent. I sent her an email, but I'm gonna bring her regardless because. Even if they say no, I literally don't get why they say no. Is it free
alcohol or something?
Not there's an after party at another location, but the orientation is just orientation.
It's a networking event. That's like
it's literally it's a mixer. It's a mixer. So you want people who are already your talent and maybe new talent, and you maybe be able to sign her to that day. I don't know. Yeah. But like I just like pretty much told her about what I learned in this industry and like grandfathered contracts. Look at your contracts, per diems. As far as exclusions in your contract, like so when you sign a contract, just don't get gung-ho because an agency wants to work with you. You need to know, okay, they're taking 20%, so is it limited to 12 years or for 1 year, for 12 months? Or can you work out of network? Do you have to pay them out? Like just the shit that I've learned because money has been taken from my pocket, literally, because from different agencies, and I've worked with about 3 or 4 different agencies here in Seattle. So money's literally been taken from my pocket because I didn't know better.
Also because I knew it was a scammer.
But no, if I would have known better, I would have negotiated a better negotiate. Bitch, you can negotiate.
Yeah,
like
this isn't life or death. If you don't like the way it sounds, you can say, "Hey, can we reword this?
Can we reword this? Can we rewrite this? I don't like this." But a lot of people, especially when you're new in modeling, it's intimidating because modeling and acting in the industry is intimidating because you kind of like it's new to you. My first agency had I paid like $2,500 to be a part of that agency. If the agency charges you to be a part of it, 9 times out of 10,
you ain't gonna get no work.
You ain't gonna get no work. It's a scam.
Set people they gonna be giving work to.
Now
they gonna show you
now,
top people.
Is it impossible to get work? No, but it's going to be far few in between, and they're running more of a like. Real managers and agents, they take their money from their work.
Right.
So when all my agents now, when I sign up with a new agent or my agents now, you work for me. So that's like going to work
and paying them to sit at that fucking desk. And then you expect them to pay you, but you end up paying them more money than what they pay you. Who works for who at this point?
Exactly. So when it's different because they don't work for you like you're their boss. They work for you like they're giving you a service.
You're my manager.
You need to provide the service.
Yes.
Before it's like your barber charging you before you get your haircut. Bitch, no. I don't know if I'm gonna like the haircut.
Right.
Like you need to provide your service before I provide my money.
Right.
So and the reasons why I always say red flag towards agencies that charge you is because they're already getting money. So why would they even want to work for you?
Because they're
like if you paid them $2,000 to be part of the agency, why would they be hungry to go find you more work? You already paid them money.
Maybe they're not getting as much work as they
compared to, bitch, I'm signed with you. You want to get money? go find it for me, and I'll be there.
Like your first agency that you work with compared to this agency that you work with, I think that the gig is a whole lot better. You're shooting with Mercedes Benz for one, whereas
I booked that one shoot myself.
Well, Mercedes Benz,
and that was another thing too. Like I was explaining because she's like, Carlos, you're doing a lot of self booking. How does that work? And I was like, well, contracts. Negotiate your fucking contract. Mm-hmm. A lot of models and actors don't have my contract because the agents don't want to see you work in their city, in their same casting. Like, there'll be times where I'll be on set with people from my agency. And I'm like, oh, did you get booked by the agent? And they're like, yeah, didn't you? You're from that agency. I'm like, no, I self-book because I pay $200 a year for my own casting program. Because that's all they're paying for.
Right.
They're paying for the casting program, getting the castings.
And then they just submit applications all day.
Well, no, they don't even do that. You still have to submit your application. So really, they're just they're a middleman to show you the castings. That's what agents are. So
the first
now the manager will manage.
When you joined MAM, they knew they gave you all the stuff that you needed to join. This is what we use. You can go and use this as well. And
well, no. Okay, so so there will be basics. So you can get like one headshot on their website, this, that, and the other, and then that you can pay extra. So like I pay $8 a month for Casting Networks and like $6 a month for Casting Frontier, and that's just other networks that that see me. But I pay for those so my agent can get castings. But now what I can do, since I pay for Casting Networks, I can just look on that shit myself. But I don't do that with Casting Networks because it's kind of overly complicated, but I do like Backstage. Backstage is very simple, and I booked a lot of work off of Backstage. So with all that being said, I had to talk with Chelsea and just like let her know, like, bitch, you're doing good, you're doing great. Just don't let these haters hate on you. You know, I just reached out to cut.com, so with God willing, praise be under his eye, I will be able.
Okay, blessed be.
Blessed be. I will be able to just do some more cut videos because I think last year I was just overwhelmed. I was in a very fragile mental state with everything that was going on. So just fuck everybody because everyone, like literally fuck everyone. Fuck what they say. Fuck that they say that you can't do something. Just fuck them. Fuck them. Do what you want to do. Do your shit correctly and be better than the last person.
Bad bitch.
Bad bitch. Don't be a basic bitch. Be a bad bitch.
And you can't be an okay bitch out there. You have to be a bad
bitch. It's okay to be an okay bitch sometimes.
On your days off.
You can be an okay bitch on your day off. All right. Well, let's roll into the current events. This is current events. If you missed it, we'll cover it. Thanks, Marcus.
No problem, Steve.
All right, right back at you, Marcus.
All right, Janet.
What's the weather?
It's raining, bitch.
All right, what do we got?
Ed Buck finally got caught.
Well, didn't we talk about that the last episode?
We missed it.
Did we miss it?
Yeah, we missed it.
Oh, because it happened the same day that we had the episode.
So I put it for this one.
Woo, Chile!
Finally got caught.
Well,
charged.
Thank you.
Charged.
Thank you, because we know how they be doing these Felicity Huffington types people, these Hollywood people. They don't really be charging these niggas. They just
gonna pay to make it disappear.
Yeah, I mean, from my pre-law background, you don't have much. You might have they might have them at the drug house.
Right.
But other than that, they can't prove that these people just didn't overdose from taking drugs. You can't prove that I forced them to take drugs.
Right.
It's hearsay because you have somebody else say I did, but that's hearsay.
The nigga that you did it to.
That's also hearsay.
Also, he's not a credible witness.
And you're not a credible witness because you had sex for money and drugs. So, and that's what they're going to say. Like,
you done fucked yourself.
I don't, to be completely honest, and you guys heard it here first, I don't think that he will be doing any time.
My name is Ed Buck, and I came to fuck.
I don't think he'll be doing any time. I think that his career is over.
He's worth too much money. He's
well, the thing is, what the fuck does he even do?
He's a Democratic donor.
But what? Okay, what do you do to donate?
He could be a philanthropist. He could have been.
What? Okay, so what companies do he own? Like, who are we boycotting? Like, how are we stopping his money? That's why.
It depends on what he owns.
We need to stop this nigga's money. That's how we get. Like, this is what the new social justice is. No one's going to go to jail. Felicity Huffman, she's not even going to do those little 14 days she's not going to do them. Trust me, she's going to do house arrest. So how do we affect their bag?
He was a fashion model.
What does he own? What did you invest in?
He worked for a friend's company, Rapid Information Services, before buying out a bankruptcy.
Okay.
It's on Go for Courier. He became a millionaire upon selling it after 5 years.
So he did some.
After moving to West Hollywood, he ran successful for city council in 2007. He formerly served on the steering committee for the Stonewall Democratic Club. He has donated nearly $30,000.
So he's a Hollywood socialite and a philanthropist. Hi, everyone on YouTube.
Right.
So
he's just a businessman.
He's just a businessman. So
and he's not a major Democrat. He only don't because
He donates to have power.
You could donate.
Chris, he donates
up
for
to
this
like,
position.
$5,000 for a pack,
He donates for this exact reason. So, you know how I supported your campaign in 2016? Yeah, so I'm gonna need some help.
I'm about to go out here and fuck these niggas.
They
may die.
If you're campaigning, if you're donating money literally to some of the most powerful people in the world, you don't think they're gonna help you? Moving on. What else is in the current events?
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Tekashi Snitch 9.
I saw this.
He's the golden snitch.
Oh wait, I have to read. Keep going. I'm reading this meme.
I can't believe Tekashi is like he is singing like a canary. This nigga is over there. Like, I guess I heard you bitches look for me. Bitch, there they go.
Bitch, there they go.
Listen, like literally keeping up with this Tekashi 6ix9ine story has been a whole Shaggy song.
It has been hilarious.
He was telling on everybody, like, I shot him fucking on a corner. It wasn't me.
It was him.
But it wasn't. I saw Cardi B being part of the Bloods.
It was her.
I saw 50 Cent being part of it too.
I saw him. Okay, so Snoop Dogg, of all people, posted, as you watch Tekashi 6ix9ine or whatever his name is, snitch on everybody. I invite you all to remember Martha Stewart snitched on not one soul during her trial. Baby girl kept it 10 toes down and ate the prison sentence by herself.
She did.
And the true bad as she is.
Because you know what? She got fucked up for tax evasion. You know, a bunch of other people should have got backed up, but she was like, you know what?
I got this.
But
when I get the fuck out,
y'all better make sure I get my TV shows.
I better.
But that's how you.
My bag.
But that's what you do. So Martha Stewart didn't skip a beat. The bitch. Somebody's here. I don't know. Give us 1 second. Who's at our door?
Back up.
Who's at the door?
This is Jay.
Oh, we got to go over there and get that dresser. We gonna come get the dresser tonight. I was gonna text you after this. No, it'll fit. We'll just get it. Can we come back for like 30, 45 minutes? All right, just text us when you're home. All right, sorry about that, guys. We had a quick. Oh, the people on YouTube, y'all be just hearing all of our personal business and shit.
I know.
Because I don't edit it. That's why I don't like interruptions, because this shit's live. But the people on the audio, sorry about that. But what were you saying about Tekashi Snitch 9? Oh, Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart, she went and did her shit.
Because
guess what? When she got out, she didn't skip a beat. The bitch had shows on VH1.
She's still selling fucking
And then on top of all of that, she now has a whole fucking new, what do you call it? Demographic of black folks. Because we down with Martha, like bitch, we're down with you.
Bitch fried chicken good.
She fries chicken, she in the snitch.
Right.
Bitch been to prison, she a felon.
She's a woman that happens to be
She fries chicken, she's a felon.
Yes.
She's done 2 to 5.
Yes. And
if you take out her name, that's a black woman.
And ain't told a soul.
Ain't told a soul.
Soul about who
ain't
the
nobody
fuck
got in trouble.
Who the fuck started Aaron?
Well, so here's my thing.
That
so
shit with her.
Snitch 9 is probably going to do a little bit of time, but he can't.
He done told him everybody.
Well, he's going to do a little bit.
Hard to be is the blood.
But he probably will get some sort of identity protection. How are they going to hide this nigga?
Okay, so I saw that. In order for him to do witness protection, he has to have all his tattoos on his face removed.
Okay, that takes years.
I know, I understand that. So he gonna get them removed?
Or you just gonna wear makeup every day? Dermablend. Y'all better, Dermablend, you better sponsor Tekashi.
He's gonna go outside jogging one day, all that shit gonna fall off.
You're gonna need to cut your hair off. You're gonna need to erase.
See, he wanted to be a nigga so bad, Carlos.
Everybody wants to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga.
He wanted to be a nigger so bad.
Ooh, a hard ER?
A hard ER. He got the face tats. He did the hair. He started doing rap music. All the stereotypical black things. Racketeering ring with drugs. He gets caught. He be in jail for 8 months, 6 months or whatever. And he telling everybody. Even the bitches that weren't even there.
Everybody can get told on.
Somebody said he knew where he said he done told that Sony went down in Mexico.
Sony got away. She in Mexico. Because you know they having a new Set It Off.
From Set It Off.
They're making a new Set It Off.
He said that Not anymore. Sony down there about to get fucking caught
Sony
up.
about to get caught up. All right. The last thing we have on the current event is H&M. You guys saw H&M had that the flyer with the little. Okay.
I just wish.
To stand correct.
I just wish.
There was a whole campaign about kids being their natural selves. So there were white kids, Asian kids, Indian kids, black kids.
Y'all are just mad because that
hair.
little baby had 4C hair and some bad edges.
So does it
had it in a light skinned child with just curly hair that's kind of messy? It'll form out of y'all heads.
Well, they did show the Indian girl.
They did.
Who had kind of like maybe like 2B hair. Or like 2B, 2C maybe. It was loose curls, but it was cute-ish. Mm-hmm. But what defines being cute? Like that was I kept reading these articles about texturism and about how people who got upset suffer from texturism. Like you don't like kinky, coily, 4C texture.
That's her natural hair. And
that's her natural hair. Like they didn't purposely make her look ugly. Like that's just she woke up like that. Y'all be singing this shit.
No. And the thing is, it's the fact that it looked like she woke up and put a rubber band in her head.
Well, here's my
like
problem.
Half you bitches out there that go out there and start fighting people.
Here's my problem with this whole thing. Like the hoteps and the broteps, really, they just took her picture and are like, look how H&M did her. Y'all know I'd be the first one to call out some people on some political type shit. Mm-hmm. This was not that.
No.
Every kid's hair was messy. It was like showing them how your kid looks after they get back from school, after they've been at recess.
It's the fact that you look so lowly upon that type of hairstyle that it became
You're biased. You're biased. Like, why did you look at that girl and say, like, ooh, her hairstyle made me feel some type of way?
If I saw that, I would be like, this ain't the only picture that H&M posted with this campaign. Look at all the other kids. Now, if all the other kids were sharp as hell, pressed to the T, and they had that little baby out there, then I would have had a problem with it. Mm-hmm. But all the kids look bad as hell, like they just woke up.
Yeah, all the kids had messy hair. So, y'all, hoteps and broteps, everything, and we talked about this again, I think, on a previous episode. Everything can't be racist, so stop trying to make it.
Come on.
Because what you do is you dilute the real racism.
For real. Because now nobody's gonna believe you. Because now every time you say something, people are gonna say
you're the boy that called racism.
You're the boy that cried nigger.
You're the boy that cried nigger.
I cried. Ooh. He called me a nigger. When? Where? How?
And how did it happen?
How did it happen? Explain.
Let's move on to the caucasity.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Don't talk to my dogs like that. It's the caucasity. Watching your privilege go pow, 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 pow.
You know what? I'm glad. You know how we're homosexuals? Mm-hmm. I'm just glad we don't have that lisp.
That homosexual lisp, but you be like, hey girls, how you doing?
That right there drives me insane.
Gay bashing.
It's not gay bashing. I just like the way that lisp sounds.
Okay, well, I'll take the first story. According to FoxNews.com, something has gone wrong.
What the hell?
Did you put it in wrong? It looks like the hyperlink. Something happened.
Go back to, Wait, Control Z? Z? Now click it.
There we go. California woman caught pushing $6,000 worth of stolen quarters and baby stroller.
First of all,
where'd you get sick? That's a lot of that's a lot of weight. She pushing weight.
Yeah.
Literally. California police saw a woman struggling to push a baby stroller, but it wasn't a baby.
That's where you fucked up.
She was trying to move. Darren Fritz, guess the race, 29, was pushing roughly $6,000 in quarters and had allegedly stolen during a burglary. Who has $6,000 in quarters?
The bank.
A burglary. They would have said a bank. They would have said a bank robbery if it was a bank robbery. Investigators said officers with the Bakersfield Police Department noticed Fritz struggling with the stroller and went to conduct a welfare check.
They lied.
That's also some shit y'all would just be doing. She was black. If they doing a welfare check, maybe her baby was big. But it wasn't a baby. It was the stroller. But inside the stroller wasn't a baby. Just money, official says. When police saw all of the change, Fritz tried to flee the scene. Authorities said she was apprehended, led the police to the home she allegedly just burglarized.
Why would you do that?
Fritz was arrested and charged with suspicion of burglary, possession of stolen property, possession of burglary tools, possession of methamphetamine.
There you go.
Resisting arrest and 2 outstanding misdemeanor.
There you go. I knew she was a crackhead or something because that's a lot of quarters to be.
Well, here's the thing though: if you broke into someone's home, Well, I mean, that's the you grab the thing of most value.
Bitch, some silver. A damn dinner plate.
You know what? But in her crackhead mind,
$6,000.
She probably thought it was silver.
She probably thought no. She thought it was $6,000 worth in quarters, and like how much methamphetamine can I get with this?
A lot. How much meth can I get? A lot. How much meth can I get? A lot.
How much time you getting?
A lot. All right, you want to take the next story?
Exclusive. She tried to kill us. Indiana mother who adopted 6-year-old Ukrainian girl with dwarfism has been charged with abandonment, but claims her daughter was found to be a 22-year-old sociopath masquerading as a child. This is called orphan.
What in the orphan is going on?
What in the orphan is going on? I've seen this before.
This seems familiar.
It seems familiar. It has all the elements of a horror movie. An unsuspecting Christian couple adopts an adorable little girl.
Oh, of course they were Christian.
She's an adult sociopath masquerading.
Was she really an adult? Like, is this real?
It's on Daily Mail, so.
When was this?
This was recent.
Okay, read the story.
But as far-fetched as it sounds, this is an astonishing defense put forward by a mom of 3 and parenting author, shockingly accused of felony neglect for abandoning her adopted daughter. Christine Barnett, 45, her husband, Michael Barnett, 43, are alleged to have dumped Ukrainian-born Natalia Grace in an apartment in Lafayette, Indiana in 2013 before moving to Canada. Okay, she could be 22 if you scroll down the pictures.
Wait, this is her?
No, that's the fucking mother. Yeah, she could be 22. You know, she don't look that young in the face. She's got short arms.
They have dwarfism, Chris.
They have short arms.
Read the story.
Okay. Scroll to the next one. Scroll to. I'm already past it.
No, you didn't. Oh, okay. It says it has all the elements of a horror story. The unsuspecting Christian couple.
That.
Oh, okay. And the premise sounds familiar. You read that too?
Yeah. Keep going down. Scroll. That's a little baby. That's a grown ass woman.
That looks like that grown woman who works at Crossroads.
It does. That's a grown woman, Carlos. About throwing up Crip signs and everything? Oh, hell no.
Okay, so what happened?
Police say the girl was left to fend for herself. She should be able to. She's 22. For 3 years, despite having a rare phone.
All right. Pause
for the cause.
That's a grown-ass adult.
So she is now 25. 3 years. This baby.
Where does she fend for
herself?
So from 6, 7, 8, and maybe 9.
What is she?
What do you do?
From the fucking is she from
Was
Naruto? Is she a shinobi? Is she hopping through trees?
I believe the mom. I believe the mom.
I believe her. Hashtag I'm with her. Barnett claims the true victims are her and her family, who were terrorized for years by the mysterious imposter who threatened to stab them in their sleep, push her towards an electric fence, and pour bleach in her coffee.
Yeah, bitch, you gotta go.
The movie Orphan is exactly what happened.
And here's the thing, though. I don't give a fuck if she was 6.
I don't care.
You still gotta go.
Even if she did all that at the age of 6, you gotta go. The fact that you remained alive for 3 years since the age of 6, you have to go. Because, bitch, something is fueling you and feeding you.
The devil.
Okay. I know who you are.
Wait. What is that? What is that? I need to put in that clip. Who told you to do it? Demons. Demons told me.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
Wait.
I'm gonna keep reading. You find that because I have. And she will make statements and draw pictures saying she would kill the family members, roll them up in a blanket, and put them in the backyard.
Okay, I think I got it.
I don't know. You don't know? Demons told me to do it. Who told you to do it? The demons. They told you to steal the car. Why did they tell you to do that? I don't know. I really don't know. So you admit you took it? No, I didn't take it. The demons took it.
That's right there. That right there, that's defense. That's the defense.
Who told you to do it? The demons.
That's the defense.
She's already built. She's walking out of jail building her defense.
Her defense.
The demons. She's not guilty by way of mental disorder. Okay.
She was standing over people in the middle of the night. Another sign the bitch gotta go. Don't stand over me in the middle of the fucking night because I'll wake up, I'm swinging.
Yeah, she had to go.
You couldn't go to sleep. We had to hide all the sharp objects. I saw her putting chemicals, bleach, Windex, something like that in my coffee and asked her, what are you doing? She says, I'm trying to poison you. Second of all,
No, she did
the
it!
bitch is too fucking
No,
truthful.
she did it!
She's too honest. Believe the bitch when she says she's going to kill you the first
What
time.
did Maya Angelou say? Believe them when they tell you the first.
And out.
Was that Maya Angelou or was that?
I don't know who that was.
Or was that Ivana Van Zant? Believe whoever the
Iyama.
fuck it was.
Iyama.
Believe people who they tell you are the first
The
time.
media is painting me out to be a child abuser, but there is no child here. Natalia was a woman. She had periods. She had adult teeth. She never grew a single inch, which
It's ma'am.
which had happened even with a child with dwarfism. The doctors all confirmed she was suffering a severe
So shouldn't this be easy to determine if this child's a child?
Run her blood. Run the hormones in her blood.
Her
and see-
teeth. Just because you're a dwarf,
Yeah,
doesn't mean that
you're-
everything about you is a child. Like, so your teeth,
Right.
your hip bones, your fucking brain.
bone fusions. Bones don't fuse. Oh,
You know
never
this in
mind,
school.
You're a dwarf. So I
So
don't know
okay,
if
you have
the
to
bones
probably
are the
like,
same.
but your brain development, your teeth, your teeth.
I would run the blood to see what hormones are being produced by her.
Bitch, is she ovulating?
Is she? Well, yeah. Well, she can say early periods.
How early, bitch? You're ovulating. You're 6.
At 6, she can give birth at 6.
All right. Do we have one more story for the caucasity?
Yes.
According to Fox News, knockout game may have been the motive for Maryland Fair fatal assault. A man who died at a Maryland fair after an unprovoked assault may have been the victim of a dangerous fad called knockout game. So if one of y'all niggas come up to Carlos or Chris Dillard and try to do this quote unquote knockout game,
This
you
is happen.
you better knock me out and you might knock me out, but guess what? The other one of us, we got a 9mm and we got bullets to your head. Period. Minstrel. Did you hear that on?
We're gonna block that part out of the podcast.
No,
you on YouTube?
No,
you can have-
homeboy was saying it on the read, so I can say it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said
keep that part of the podcast.
Minstrel.
Well, no, you cannot go up and say I have a 9mm and bullets to your head.
Minstrel. 2 brothers, 15 and 16, were arrested in connection with an attack Friday at the Great Frederick Fair in Frederick, authorities said. They were being held on assault charges. Frederick County State's attorney, that was a lot, Charlie Smith told Frederick News Post the assault may have been result of the quote knockout game, in which participant record video of themselves sucker punching a victim that they post on social media.
First of
try
all,
me.
Y'all
It'll
young
be
kids or something else.
What happened? You know what? Now, y'all need to go back to the fucking hold your breath fad.
Right.
Go back to eating fucking Clorox swabs or whatever y'all was doing. Tide Pods. Go back to that shit. Don't
Why
go around.
is it
You're
that-
gonna assault and it's white
Why
kids.
is it
It's
that
white kids.
every white
kids.
challenge-
This is white kids. Black kids aren't doing this because you can barely walk down the street without getting shot. So can you imagine going up and punching people?
You'd be surprised.
Woo.
But I want to say this. Why is that all these younger kids, these challenges they're doing involve some type of physical violence?
Deputies found the victim lying unconscious on the ground, according to the news release on Saturday from the Frederick County Sheriff's Office. Crime investigators responded to the scene and interviewed numerous witnesses who indicated that the person assaulted was the victim of an unprovoked attack. The news release said, as a result of the investigation, 2 juvenile suspects were able to be identified and were later located and arrested by the sheriff's office. Frederick County Sheriff Charles Jenkins identified the victim as John Weed, 59. Wait, what? Oh, that was the victim. Y'all hit a senior citizen? Y'all hit a senior citizen?
I thought it was a child.
He died of his injuries on Saturday.
You're going to jail.
You're going to jail for the full amount of time. You do not pass go. You could not collect $200. Psst, you're going to jail. That way. Jenkins told the station the charges against the brothers could upgrade to manslaughter or murder. Murder, because you didn't accidentally kill him. You punched some elderly man in his fucking head, you dumb fuck. He hopes that the pair are charged with hate crimes, yes. The victims was white.
Bam! Gotcha!
The victim was white and the suspects were black. I'm sorry.
Let's
move. This should be in the nigga trade.
Nope.
Why are we putting this in the Caucasian?
Because a white man died.
Oh, well, that's Caucasian.
That's Caucasian.
But the victims, I didn't think
The
that
victim was
I
white.
didn't think that they were black.
Why?
Because because
Why?
Okay, this is a different generation.
This is a different generation. I want you to.
For my generation, we went around vandalizing and tried to get away with it, like popping tires, putting sugars in tank,
Nigga knocking,
putting bologna on fucking cars in the middle of the day.
Because we didn't want to hit nobody and start a whole fight.
And the fact that people will shoot back at us.
Right.
But like, y'all, has Me Too, or not Me Too, has Black Lives Matter really affected the younger generation so they doing this shit? Like, y'all are lucky you didn't get shot. You are lucky you didn't get killed.
You just killed a
There have been black boys your age killed for less.
Yes, that's
literally,
what I'm saying.
Literally. Killed for less.
Literally just
because they had a cell phone in their pocket.
and killed somebody.
Because you want
To record a video?
You know what? Black or not, y'all deserve all the fucking time because that's some dumb shit.
That is
especially,
dumb.
especially
you are not ready for society if you're still doing dumb shit
and
like
you know
this.
what? You know who I blame? I don't blame these children. I blame their fucking parents because the parents are probably fucking getting lobster tail on food stamp cards and their bridge cards and fucking not taking care of their children out here in the clubs, out here gallivanting, out here hoeing and bowing, thotting and bopping, and their kids are out here killing people.
Yeah, you can't say that it's a sucker punch. You can't say this is a knockout challenge. No, you killed somebody. It's not manslaughter. It's almost.
This was such a brutal,
murder.
unprovoked attack. Not only attacking itself, but the fact that after the man was down, they spit on him repeatedly. Yeah, that's a hate crime.
Yeah.
Because if it was white kids doing it to an old black man, bitch, you best believe
It would
we
be a
would
hate
all
crime.
be sitting there marching, and we would all be sitting there fucking Black Lives Matter. So this is a hate crime.
So-
these these niggers, because they do not represent
They're
Negroes.
children.
I don't care.
They're children.
Christopher, when I was 15 and 16, I was homeless eating fucking Subway sandwiches, working 3 part-time jobs so I can fucking afford my apartment. I didn't have the time to go sucker punch someone. See, that's the thing. The problem is we don't teach teenagers reality.
Oh.
I think every teenager should have a job, should be paying
One of the
bills.
leasing agents looked back at me today and asked, "How do you write a money order?" And I said, "You don't know how to write a money order, and you're in this position working."
He said that the man spit on his sons before one of them threw a punch. Wait. So they're saying that...
Okay, keep going.
He's saying that the man's son spit on the boys.
No. The station court, the father of the 2 boys, as saying that the witnesses and his sons told him the incident started as an argument between the teens and the man after one of their friends asked the man for money. He said the man spit on one of his sons before one of them threw a punch that led to the man's death. So, now what?
So they went up and asked them for money at the fair. The white people were like, "Oh no, I don't got any money." Spit on the black people.
Yeah.
And then they threw a punch.
Yeah. I don't know if it's knockout challenge.
All right, you know what?
See?
If they did spit on you, all of your clothes need to go into evidence. We need to get their DNA on your clothes.
Does it hit you first?
Because they hit you. If he spit on you, son. If he spit on you, I fully will bet. But you know what? That's going to be a hard one because none of the witnesses saw that. This is it. Owls and ohms. Old white men and old white ladies.
Ooh.
Owls and ohms, you leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah.
It's
going to be a hard battle.
It's going to be a hard battle.
Off if they can prove it was self-defense.
If you can prove that it was self-defense and that he spit on you, you will. It's not get off. Like, bitch, what state is this? Maryland? I don't know if they have stand your ground laws, but the country in a whole seems to be leaning towards self-defense.
Also, y'all gotta stop hitting people.
And spit is a felony because that's bio-warfare.
I don't care if it's a felony or not. It's biological warfare. I don't know what the fuck you got in your mouth.
I mean, we've been spit at Chris, and I definitely would have thrown a punch at the nigga. Sorry.
Yeah, you gotta walk away. If somebody spits on you.
I mean, but here's the thing, though. These are children, and these are the things that we need to teach. Like, why don't we have social awareness class for fucking black people, and just people of color, and just people in general? Like, if you get spit on,
have a white person walk through there and call you a nigger.
Or not do all of that, though.
No.
Bitch,
Social awareness.
This is not the Hunger Games.
Social awareness.
You've been watching too much Handmaid's Tale.
Social awareness. I need you to walk in here and treat me like the fucking world's gonna treat me.
But I don't think they need to
do
it to them.
Coping mechanisms for that.
I don't think they need to do it to them, but I think they need to let them know, like, hey, because that was not told to me. Me turning 18 years old and getting my second job, and people calling me the N-word and throwing cards in my face and spitting. Like, I got spit on. He said, "Nigga, get my sandwich right," and I have to remake his sandwich at Panera. Like, that's some real shit. And you know what? I'm talking about this in my speech. I lost dozens of jobs because I was like,
that's
fuck
warranted
that.
though.
Fuck that.
That is
fuck
warranted.
you, and then the manager would be like, "Oh well, the customer's always right. The customer's always right. Fuck you and the pussy you fell out
right,
of."
And run my unemployment because that was the manager gonna sit
and I'm the king of unemployment.
The manager's one of the ones that sit down spitting you as well.
But I had to learn that once you get honestly, Christopher, once we got too much to lose, it wasn't worth it.
I'm not taking nobody's spit on me.
Bitch, you can spit on me. I'm not. Christopher, in this day, if someone spits on me, I'm jumping on social media or on my phone. I'm saying this person just spit on me, and I'm showing that he spit on me, and then I'm whooping ass.
Right.
Because I need that. I have been in this situation. I've been in this same situation where I was spit on by that Greyhound guy.
Yeah.
There was this Muslim guy who called me a faggot at the Greyhound a couple years ago, spit on me. I drew my knife, and I told him I would gut him like a fish.
You gotta stop using gut you like a fish. That's like your go-to.
Like a fish. Filet, bitch. Filet. Mignon. And he called the police, and since he was a security guard, they believed him. I got arrested, went to jail for the night, went to court, bitch, had my shit ready, defended myself like Olivia Pope. And I was like, first of all, he assaulted me with his spit. Do you have proof that he assaulted me? Yeah, I have posts on Instagram that I saved that has his spit on my jacket. I have the jacket. I'm not paying for DNA testing, but y'all can if you don't believe me.
Right.
This jacket hasn't been touched. And if he hasn't touched me, none of his DNA should be on my jacket. So you can go and put that jacket into evidence and you can go run it.
That was on CSI.
But more importantly, what you can do is you can run back the cameras and you can see that if I wanted to attack him, I would have just attacked him. But what you saw was a defensive. I was in the defense. I wasn't in the offense. And then the video only had video, not audio. And then the kicker was the thing that sealed that whole case.
Didn't you call the video biased because it didn't show both parts?
I called it biased. And then I went on this nigga's Facebook and on his social media. He was hella homophobic and hella Muslim, saying all people who are homosexuals and faggots are going to die in the eyes of Allah. And I just got a couple screenshots, shot, and I gave you motive of why he spit on me and why I had to defend myself. What did they do, Chris? All charges dropped. But you know what? Some fucked up shit. I still had to spend a night in jail, and I still had to I think I got let out of my own recognizance.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even have enough even for they charge me bail. So these young men they're in an uphill battle. And Chris, remember, we worked hard to get me out of that. And we were working hard.
We were also like binging Olivia Pope and Frank Underwood.
And How to Get Over a Murder.
So we had to be
we figured it out and we won. But these young men, they have a
have we been gotten out of the fucking caucasity yet?
No, we're in the caucasity. Well, let's move on into the Section 8 debate. My children pay, bitch, don't be mad, cause I can pay that market rate. Pay that shit. Tony Tiger on my shit, I'm feeling great. Show list, you got your name up on that list, you gotta wait. Boom, bow, these bitches mad because they live in Section 8.
My church and
bitch, don't be mad cause I can pay this market rate. Pay that shit. Tony Tiger on my shit, I feel so great.
Show do.
You got your name up on that list, you gotta wait. Boom, bow. What do you got?
Don't send me a passive-aggressive email, please.
To whom it may concern?
No. Don't send an email to the whole team and include me on it.
If it has nothing,
to do with me. Because now I'm thinking you talking about me and I got a problem with you.
You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up.
So I understand the team isn't doing their part. Cool. I understand that your little activity that you want done be done. Cool. I did my part on it. Do not include me on this email talking about, can you explain to me why? Because first of all, bitch, what I need to explain to you? My part is done. If you have screenshots and you know that you didn't screenshot anything from me, don't talk to me about it.
Yeah.
That's just my thing about it. I don't like passive-aggressive emails because if you work an office down from me, you should be able to come talk to me and ask me these questions. I understand that you want a paper trail that we discussed this, but there are certain ways to word your emails which I have had to learn where it doesn't come up as you being a passive-aggressive. Oh, I'm about to say the wrong word, watching too much TV.
What are you going to say?
Cunt. But I can't say cunt, I'm going to say bitch.
Fuck off! We've been watching a lot of
every show that I have watched within the past 3 days has used the word cunt.
Yeah. But it's okay, ladies.
It is.
Because we use it with a K.
Yeah. Wait, what is it?
Look, Kris, it's a K. Two. Peace. 1 K. We are throwing game signs. Okay, so passive aggressive emails. Don't send them.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I had another quote that's like, if you got a problem, who will address it? But I feel like that's kind of aggressive. I'm trying to be aggressive anymore in my wording and sayings. So, passive aggressive.
Well, let's move on to got me fucked up.
You got somebody? I kind of know who it is, maybe. It's got to be 20 minutes.
Niggas got me fucked up. Ooh, niggas got me fucked up. Not today, not the one. Fucked up. Ooh, niggas got me fucked up. And I'm not the one. Niggas! So, actually, niggas don't got me fucked up. It was the Washington State Fair that had me fucked up. First of all, I grew up going to state fairs and county fairs. I have never in my life paid to get into a fair. This isn't Disney.
They didn't come with tickets.
This isn't an amusement park.
Because in Florida, you pay for Midnight Madness, it's $25, you get to ride unlimited.
That's Midnight Madness. Where is that held at?
Florida.
Where?
Midnight.
Where?
The fair.
The fair? Like, it's like a random field that they pop up?
No, it was like the Florida State Fair.
So you
They
had...
Midnight
So
Madness.
maybe state fairs make you pay. I don't know, but we went to the Washington State Fair. They charged us $14 just to get in.
First of all, it's ghetto.
So that's cha-ching, $14 each. That's $28 to get in, right? Okay, so we go in, we're cute, whatever. We put aside. Wait, before we even get there, it was $15 to park. Cha-ching. So
where we at? 43.
you keep the math up for me. So we're at
43.
$43. So we parked. Benefit of the doubt is they had an electrical port because most of the electrical port. Oh, that's also how you got me fucked up. Who the fuck is out here cutting electrical port chargers for electric cars?
Because you need specialized fucking cutters to cut that.
You need electrical, like you need like fucking.
There's electricity running through those fucking cords.
Well, you need bolt cutters.
Yes.
To cut them, and so a lot of their electric car stations were not working because someone had cut the wires. So we found one that was close to the fair. So we paid $15 to park in that, so that's $40 after we paid to get in. So we're already at $40. So then we walk around. There are thousands of people. Like we went the day before the last day on a Saturday night at around 8:30. Like I figured, the fair ends at 10:30, 11. So I figured like people won't be there. A lot of people won't be there. Nope, a lot of people were there. Every line had like a 2 or 3 hour wait.
I feel like we should have gotten there when it opened.
We should have. That's what we should have did. So then we went there. Oh, but I like to go to the fair at nighttime so you can see the lights.
Yeah.
So we went up to an adult bar, which was actually the best thing at the fair, is that they had a 21 plus rooftop thing that you could overlook the whole fair, which was pretty dope. We spent $15 on our first 2 drinks.
No.
Each.
30.
30.
So now we're at
Cha-ching.
73.
And then we went and got shopping for like 10 tickets. I went and found some black folks and I was like, you want to buy my tickets from me? I got 100 tickets for $30. Here, come on with me. I told them they're official, 100 tickets. I sold them tickets. I'm always the entrepreneur because I'm not going to sit here with these fucking tickets. And I lost some money, but I got some money back. So that was all I was happy with because the alternative is you walk away with these 100 tickets and you then lost out on $60. So I made up on my $30, ending us with a date night of $123. Cha-ching. And we didn't do much.
And almost ran out of power in the car on the way back home.
Yeah, so we almost ran out of power on the way home. Like literally had less than a mile.
We had a mile. I'll finish it.
We had a mile of energy
left
on our car.
And we were 2 miles away.
And the car was shutting down. It was shutting down and shutting down. But yeah, we got me fucked up. It was the Washington State Fair.
I thought you were talking about light-skinned niggas.
Oh no, just the Washington State Fair. So let's move on into what we were watching. So this week we'll just go with Euphoria, and then we'll do Succession next week.
We got a whole
we have a whole list because we've been watching a lot of shit. So we watched Euphoria on HBO. I put Euphoria off for the longest time.
Because Euphoria involves a lot of...
It's very emotionally distressing.
It is.
There's a lot of rape. There's a lot of incest,
okay,
rape,
no,
child
I wouldn't say it's a lot
molestation,
of rape.
child
Well,
porn,
yes, there's a lot of rape, actually.
transgenders. There's just a lot of everything going on. So it took us a
Wait,
while.
so first of all, I thought Homegirl had a fat pussy because
I'm not doing this with you.
I thought Jules' pussy was
This
fat.
is
I was uncomfortable.
This is why we can't keep sponsors.
I was uncomfortable watching Jules' pussy.
They didn't just tuck. That was why they're
okay.
That's why their underwear looks.
They need to have like a disclaimer or something. Hey, pussy about to be shown, because then
they didn't show anything. She was in her underwear.
Yeah, and then she had an erection and titties, and I was confused for a second. So
That's called being transgendered.
Cool. I didn't know that she was transgender until after that episode.
That's probably why they were revealing it.
And I was like, this bitch's pussy is fat. I ain't never seen it like this in my life.
You've never seen a pussy in your life.
Not like that.
Well, have you? And
when she was giving birth.
Oh,
that was it.
Yeah.
It just looks like it's like a little.
I always say that
two slugs next to each other.
I say a vagina looks like a womb that God forgot to put a zipper on.
Right.
Like,
two slugs next to each
other. It looks
other.
like it's supposed to have like a closure.
And then as the episodes went on, they started showing Jules' titties, and it was like, it fucked me up a little bit on the inside. It's like, you know what?
I don't know. So that's what we're watching. Go check it out. T4 HBO. If you don't have HBO,
there is so much more that we're not going to discuss. Anything
find it on the internet. I don't know. But let's move on to the word of the week. It's the word of the week. The word of the week. Yeah. This week on the word of the week. On the bright side, I'm not addicted to crack. And that was the word of the week. The word of the week. Yeah. Let's move right on ahead into bar talk. This is bar talk. Grab a drink.
Stay a while. You really sped through that word of the week.
Pretty self-explanatory. I'm not a crackhead.
I have to say that to you. You probably a crackhead.
Alrighty. So welcome to Bar Talk.
High
I hope
school.
you all have drinks. We're drinking Chateau Le Pas.
Chateau Le Pas. What is this? A red blend?
This is a Merlot.
Oh, it was a Merlot.
Merlot that was
dry
distilled.
on the palate.
Dry on the palate. A wood granary finish.
Mm-hmm. What do you smell on the nose?
I don't know. What is it? The blossom? What is it? The bouquet.
The bouquet, yes.
The bouquet is giving me fruits and
like a little bit of it smells like a barn.
Yeah, like a musk.
Yeah.
Like almost like a fired. Maybe the barrels were fired.
Yeah.
We've been spending way too much time at the fucking wineries.
And then
that's all we're gonna be doing. Well, you guys don't like in Seattle it gets so like dark and shit here. We spend a lot of time at the wineries in the winter time, so we will be winos this winter. So this week on Bar Talk, we're talking about high school. It's not what I remember.
Yeah, I remember at high school we had 2 bomb threats throughout my whole years in high school. I'm sorry for y'all. If y'all are listening to us and you guys are going to high school, first of all, disclaimer: we are explicit.
It gets better. Not the show, but high school.
Well, yeah. Disclaimer: parental guidance is parental supervision is.
It's not NC7. It's NC-17.
Right. If you under 17 listen to this one, you're a rebel. We all were watching porn at 10 or whatever.
No, we weren't. Continue.
2, high school, it gets. I can't say it gets better because we all getting shot up in high school. Like I just don't understand like the type of anxiety that you have to have going to high school every day and worrying, oh shit, Billy reached in his bag, I gotta go.
See, the thing is, I would be comfortable in high school because I would play the role I already played when I was in high school. I was Switzerland. I was everyone's friend. I knew everyone's
Switzerland
business.
hates Negroes.
But you know what? So did I. And I was never in the middle of everything, but I knew everything. I was everyone's friend. So like, if Billy did come to school, if Gunner or Hunter came to school, I was like, "Hey Hunter, how you doing?"
I'm about to shoot this bitch up. All right,
okay,
thanks for
great.
letting me know.
Well,
I'm
you know
gonna
what?
head out.
I'm gonna go grab us some coffee. You let me know when that's done.
Yeah.
So I was already
I'll
that
be your
person.
side.
With school beginning, guys, and you being in the first month of school, y'all know what kids we're talking about. The kid that's by themselves, eating lunch by themselves.
Just go talk to them for a little bit.
Like,
just
it literally
them.
could save your fucking life.
It literally could. Like, hey, you looking kind of school shooterish over there.
You looking kind of school shooterish. School shooterish. That's name of the episode. School shooterish.
I mean,
like, but that's the thing though. Like, if you see someone who looks like they need help, or like look like they are an outcast, what does it hurt you?
it doesn't. It's just that you feel that your pride, your ego is.
Guess what? Guess what? Your clique,
person.
Your clique in high school, half of them are going to be pregnant by the time they hit 25. A third of them aren't going to have jobs. Most of them are probably going to have a felony or be in jail.
Ooh.
And probably 2 or 3 are going to be dead by the time they're 30. So no one cares.
Damn.
I was the least popular person in high school, but I'm the most famous and most
Eric
popular
is
person
dead.
in adulthood. Isn't that? I know 2 people who are dead.
Yeah, Eric dead, but he died of lupus. That's like,
And one was my high school bully.
I mean, karma. Bitch,
I read his shit in the news. I said, caught up with you, didn't it? And she's a bitch. So,
Whoa.
high school
R.I.P.
High school has absolutely no representation of the real world. The only thing that high school shows you is that everyone's cunts and bitches, and
Right.
everyone's going to be that. And
everybody's fucking, so please use protection.
Yep, and don't really care about cliques because guess what? These people in 10, 15 years aren't even going to remember your name. They're not going to know who you are unless you become famous on viral videos. Then all of a sudden they're going to be your best friends.
Okay, so thing. Remember we were growing up in high school, they had Degrassi.
Mm-hmm.
Now niggas growing up in high school, they got fucking 13 Reasons Why, Euphoria, and every other
And
like
you wonder
high
why
school
when
TV
we have
show.
and look who was on Degrassi, Drake, and he's now the successful adult, and we're successful adults. I don't see this shit. I can't be 13, 14 years old watching 13 Reasons Why like that. No.
Because it's still gonna click in my head. Is a 13-year-old? Why the fuck they had to kill herself? Because she didn't have a reason. But that's another story. That's another day.
Damn.
I'm
Okay.
still stuck on that.
So let's move on into marriage material. Sorry guys, we still don't have a song for marriage material because I'm writing a book. Well, I've written a book, I'm publishing a book, and I'm doing fucking professional talk. So a nigga is busy.
Let's get married. Oh, we already got married.
So yeah, we already got married. So
First of all.
So this week on marriage material, we are talking about any good marriage is a secret territory, a necessary white space on society's map. So it's Switzerland. What others don't know about it is what makes it yours. And that's very special for Kris and I, because you guys know we tell people we do threesomes and shit. We're semi-open and we're very fluid with our sexuality. But there's shit.
Fluid. You have lesbians been our thing. Can I put on my dildo and peg you?
No.
That has happened.
Oh, someone was like, because we talked on the last episode about about look for a boyfriend for the winter. And they're like, what are the requirements? You have to have a 401k.
Did they apply?
They didn't apply, but they asked what's the application. So you gotta have a 401k. You gotta have make at least over 100,000 because
right.
you know we like traveling.
Yeah.
You gotta not have no kids.
No kids, because I am not stepdaddy.
STD free. I'm not preferably non-bisexual. Not because I have a problem with bisexual people, because I don't like to fight women, and I will if I have to. What else are the requirements? Oh, and just a gift weekly. There you go.
Yeah.
So
if you're white, 2 gifts, remember that.
Yeah, if you're white, 2 gifts. Because, you know.
Reparations.
So if you meet all those requirements, please send us an email at
krisandkarlos@gmail.com. Black preferred.
But no. In marriage material, like, what's secret about your marriage is what makes it yours. Like, what other... and for us, it's really weird because our marriage is our brand for Kris and Karlos.
Yeah.
So kicking it for... Like, Kris and Karlos is a brand.
People watch us sleep.
Yeah, it's weird. We were at Ross a couple weeks ago, and this lady was like, "Oh my god, I watch you guys sleep," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
And I love it. Can you
and I was like,
more?
I don't do porn shit. I was like, "Oh, that video, watch couples sleep." She did watch us sleep. Kind of weird.
Do we sleep weird or something?
I don't know. We were cute. She said our one when we were like together was cute, but we expose a lot more of our marriage than most common marriages. Just because I'm in entertainment. Because I'm in entertainment. So like, and I see like people want to know, and it's very interesting.
And I feel that if you expose all of that, then you always have to communicate all of that with your partner. So any issues that arise, you're always going to communicate the issues because you're not trying to hide. You can't hide anything.
I mean, no. I mean, you really can't. And the reason why I'm so open as far as everything in social media is because I'm ready. I'm ready, so I'm accepting my enemy. They're gonna be like, so what happened on your podcast? You said something about some transgender. Oh, you know what? That was years ago, and I did say that, and I've educated myself, and me and my husband have both learned and educated ourselves on the years. But you know what? That was a stepping stone to where I am now. Without that podcast, I wouldn't be getting this Emmy today. So, with all that being said, you have to know that like there are certain things, like divorce court, that's come up in your professional life.
Yeah.
Your professional life. There are things, are we going to divorce? Hell no. But there's things that y'all don't need to know about our relationship. But people are nosy enough to use that shit against you.
It's called
reality
TV.
But people...
You can't spell reality without a lie.
Christopher, you just said that these teenagers are out here thinking, like, people really think that they know us.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, if you're listening to this and you've met me in real life, and the people who are listening to this and they have met me in real life, you know. I'm a little bit like this, but I'm not like this every day, 100% of the time. Most likely, I'm chilling with my dogs, outside working, exercising. I'm not political. I'm not extravagant.
I'm just living life.
But this is my job. A lot of people forget that this is my job. I'm an entertainer, so of course I'm going to be extravagant. Of course I'm going to be flamboyant on my podcast. Don't expect that shit when I get an invitation to your party. Don't expect me to entertain you like I'm fucking working all the time. And vice versa, don't expect that you know everything about Kris and I just because you listen to our show or because you saw us on Facebook or on YouTube. You don't. Or you saw us on TV. You don't know, do you? You don't. But with that all being said, we can move on into the niggatry of niggadom. Motherfucker. Nigga. I'm 100% nigga. Nigga. I'm 200% nigga. Nigga. Why police hate niggas? Nigga. They hate us because our dicks are bigger. Not always.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, and I trying to get words like him. You know what's a disappointment?
Jacket.
You know what's a disappointment?
What's a disappointment?
Black men with small penises.
Yes.
Disappointment. All the stereotypes lied.
Okay, the first story of the niggatry of niggadom.
Florida kids home alone. Grandmother arrested after girl tosses knife injuring boy.
That sounds like a normal day in foster care.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the fuck they got arrested for? 2 Florida women were arrested after investigators said they left 5 children home alone and nobody could watch the other child. And the 4-year-old girl tossed a knife and cut a 9-year-old boy in the back of the head.
Damn. Well, I was left in foster care, and I have a huge scar in the back of my head right here because I got pushed against a corner of a wall.
Because he
nine staples.
Baby shark, do.
Baby knife, do. Baby knife, do. Baby knife, do.
Pocket knife.
In your head, do. In your head, do. In your head, do.
I'ma stab you.
Stab you, good do.
The boy's injury took place this past Friday in Port St. Lucie when his younger sister threw the knife toward the television. Police said the knife bounced off the stand and struck him in the head.
Ricochet, do. Ricochet, do. Ricochet, do.
She meant that.
Boom.
Doctors treated his cut at a hospital, police said. They later released the boy, and police say he was in good health. The boy's 8-year-old brother summoned help from a neighbor, Kris and Pusateri. I mean, he's just bleeding everywhere from his head, she told us. It was scary. Police accused the children's grandmother, Marie Pierre, 55, of leaving them home alone. Well, how are you going to accuse me of leaving them home alone when you know I wasn't there when the fucking crime occurred? The 9-year-old was the oldest. The youngest was 3. The 9-year-old should have been there watching the kids. That's their fucking fault.
9's a little young to watch 4 kids.
We did it. Okay, Carlos. We did it.
And you see how many scars I have on my body.
Anybody get stabbed in the back of the head with a knife?
Yes. Not stabbed, cut. I was also cut on the side of my leg.
All right.
I got an iron mark on my chest.
All right. But you here? And then call the police?
I cracked my face open several times. My sister got her head cracked
Okay. Okay.
My brother broke his fucking ankle.
What the fuck were y'all doing?
Jumping off of the roof.
Why?
Because we could.
Why?
Because we had no parental supervision.
Exactly. And you didn't have any fear in your life. I don't jump. They would jump off roofs when I was a young child.
We were stabbing niggas for holographic a Pokemon cards, okay?
Just steal them bitches when they go to sleep.
Or you could just stab them and take them.
The children's mother, Julie Belliard, 30, was at work and Pierre had gone to pick her up according to police. Pierre and Belliard were arrested on child neglect charges. Belliard was aware the children had been left home alone. Police who responded to the home noticed the children appeared to be unwashed and unkempt with several bug bites on their legs.
Unwashed and unkempt? Bitch, they were just playing outside.
They also eat poke beans and weenies.
There's a lot of interference. I don't know what it's from. Oh, I think it's because my phone's charged in. Alright. Hopefully there will be no more interference.
Next story.
Next story.
You ever eat poke beans and weenies?
Yes. According to AOL.com, Texas man wanted for allegedly divorcing his wife without her knowledge.
Bitch, I said we were over.
I said what I said.
I am telling you.
I'm leaving. I don't need your permission. I am leaving your broke ass, and there is no way. No way. I'm staying with your broke ass. Texas man
staying with you.
A Texas man is wanted by police after he allegedly filed for completed divorce proceedings against his wife without her knowledge.
Right.
Paul Nixon, 51, is accused of aggravated forgery, a felony charge, after authorities discovered his fraudulent divorce paperwork in the Houston Chronicle reports. Nixon apparently filed for paperwork on February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. A judge then signed the divorce order in April, legally dissolving his marriage.
Okay, and?
In May, Nixon's wife found out that the secret divorce and called the police.
You're not my wife anymore.
Authorities investigated the situation, finding the 51-year-old man had managed to forge his wife's signature and even faked a notary's approval on the paperwork. Police filed a motion to vacate the order a few weeks later, essentially resignating Nixon's marriage, or reinstating Nixon's marriage to his wife. They announced earlier this week that he was wanted in connection to the crime. Oh, he is a nigga. He said, I'm not being married to you. Nixon's wife advised her husband filed for divorce and completed the entire proceedings without her knowledge or consent, and that the court had already completed the hearings and filed the final divorce decree. Probably because he said, I want to leave you, and she won't, honestly, you shouldn't have to have the other person to divorce them.
If you find out somebody divorce you, bitch, just take that divorce and go. It's been how long? You just find out about it?
Well, he probably has been trying to get a divorce, and she's been saying no.
Yeah.
And he just decided to do it himself. Nixon now faces up to 10 years in prison if he's found convicted. You will be. As far as his marriage goes, no new divorce proceedings have been filed.
Because it can't be filed because he's in jail. I mean...
I don't know how I feel about that one. Don't know how I feel about that one.
Okay, so you remember that... Okay, did you ever see that story about the little girl that threw the temper tantrum at daycare or whatever? At school?
Yes.
So
she got arrested, right?
Yeah, a little anecdote.
So a little anecdote. If you don't know the story,
he's since been fired.
So they don't know the story. This little girl was 6 years old. She, I guess, got into a fight or altercation with another kindergarten and kicked him. The school then calls the police, arrest her, bring her to a juvenile detention center.
Yeah.
In handcuffs in the back of a police car.
Yeah.
And then calls the guardians, which was the grandma in this case, says, oh, your granddaughter's in juvenile detention. She was arrested and brought here. When did we just skip, after school detention? When did we just skip ISS?
When did we skip informing the parent and the guardian that your child has been involved in this incident?
The child can't even represent itself in a criminal case. So, the first thing you do is alert the parents. The niggatry.
The niggatry of it all.
Authorities say a Florida police officer has been fired and being investigated. And here's the thing, the police officer was black. Was he just doing what these white people at the school wanted him to do? Because if he didn't do it, what if they were like, "Oh, I'll call your boss"? Like,
and
he was
call
there.
my boss.
Yeah, I'm not fucking putting a black child in, and the fact that it was niggas, it's always niggas.
So now this little baby gonna have traumatic. She got PTSD.
He has been
therapy.
He has been fired for being investigated after arresting two 6-year-olds for separate incidents at their schools. So he's done it twice now. The officer, Dennis Turner, was previously suspended pending outcome of an internal investigation by the Orlando Police Department. The arrests were unrelated misdemeanor charges, authorities say. So 2 different children with 2 different unrelated charges. All charges against your children have been dropped. So why did you fucking... This is not scared straight for kindergartens.
This is serious.
Okay, police clarified Monday that both of the children were 6 and initially described both of them being as 8. I don't care if they're 8 or 6. I don't give a fuck if they're 10. I don't give a fuck if they're 17. These are children. These are our children. Our black kids who can't even fucking walk to school without being afraid of being fucking shot. Who can't even play after school with fucking super soakers
and
without
now
getting
you're
gunned
arresting
down.
them
In school.
And how do you expect for them to even have a positive relationship
for
with
kicking
authority?
someone? I should bitch the... My sister did get arrested in school one time, but she hit a bitch with a lock and a sock and gave her brain damage. That was different.
That's manslaughter almost.
Yeah, like
that's felonious assault.
There were times, but you know what? Being a child who has been removed by police in the school, that shit's traumatizing. Now, mine was warranted. I was just 8 years old, beating people up so bad that they were hospitalized because I had problems with foster care. So. But I was like, and that shit was traumatizing as fuck. But now, you know what? I take every experience in foster care and I use that as a life learning lesson as an adult. I know how to communicate and how to behave around police officers and what to do. It ain't that bad. You know what? If you go here for a night, you'll get out. You'll charge a good job, get an attorney. Not that bad. You get over it. But for the first time, like for a 6-year-old. But you know what, Chris? First time I was in a police car, in the back of a police car when I was 6 years old, when they removed me from foster.
All right, so we're gonna keep going with this story.
I mean, it's the fact that it was a nigga doing it to a nigga.
I know.
It's always your own people. It is. Speaking of that, let's guess the race of these people and see what type of fucked up shit they're doing.
So I only do the first story. I realized the second story.
Guess the race. Yes, it's time to guess the race. You can't even see their face, but you have to guess their race. It's time for Guess the Race. Well, Chris will read us articles off the internet, and you and I, yes, you, the audience, and me, will have to guess what race these people are. They could be Asian, Blasian, or Persuasion, but we have to guess what they are. It's going to get uncomfortable, and yes, it will get racist. So buckle your fucking seatbelts, and let's get racist.
All right, you ready?
That's my favorite part. Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Yep.
Florida woman bites camel's genitals to escape from animal after it sat on her. The camel did nothing wrong.
White.
All right, we cool.
What was her name?
All right, the woman.
What did she do? How was she under a camel? Was she like on a trip?
A Florida woman who was pinned to the ground by a camel outside a Louisiana truck stop with camels last week told sheriff's deputies that she bit the animal's testicles to escape. The woman said her husband stopped at the tire truck stop in Gross Tech last Thursday to let their pet dog outside. During the visit, their dog entered the camel's enclosure while chasing after pet treats, which had been thrown in by the husband. The male camel, known as Caspar, chased after the woman when she crawled into his pen under a barbed wire.
Caspar, I guess, wasn't so friendly, was he?
Right. Under a barbed wire fence, it pinned her against the wall and then sat on top of her.
Pinned you again.
I bit his balls to get him off me. I bit his testicles to get him off me, Iberville Parish Deputy Lewis Hamilton Jr. told the Advocate. The camel did nothing wrong.
Sounds about white.
The couple were aggressive. The camel was doing its normal routine.
Wow.
She was white.
Yeah, I guess that much. Well, guys, thank you again for listening to another episode of Kicking It with Kris and Karlos. We've come to the end.
And also, don't bite camels' testicles off because that's frowned upon in most states.
Yes. Also, please be sure to leave us a 5-star review. If you can't leave a review on Apple or Apple iTunes Podcast, you can like us on SoundCloud. Where else are we?
We are on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio.
Tune in. You can listen to us too on your Alexa.
Spotify.
Everywhere, guys. So, sorry, I'm getting a little turned. But thank you again for listening to us. We really appreciate you guys. And if no one told you today that they love you,
we do.
Kris and I do. So at least, you have that.
You can reach out to us on Instagram and talk to us.
Yeah,
that's how.
Check out our Instagram.
Yeah,
Instagram at Kris and Karlos. It's really funny. So we'll see y'all later.
Ciao, Bella.
I gotta pee. He said I gotta pee. All right. Oh, my butt hurts. I'm gonna read these comments real quick. I always read the comments. Hi, fellas. I'm a 30-year-old gay man. Is it a decent black gay community in Seattle? It's all right. Hey, Karlos, you're my favorite content creator on YouTube. Oh, wow. Thank you. Don't really create that much content, but thank you. Hey, Karlos. Oh, my God. They going to jail. I hope they knocked out game was worth it. Me too. Love you guys from Cut Video. Hopefully you will see me there soon. Them black guys won't get off. I know they won't. Y'all in LA? No, we're in Seattle. So, see y'all later. Peace. Ow.